guys, it is Monday and it is the first day of the trauma service. So with trauma, we're on call for 24 hours. So I start Monday at 7 a.m. and I'm gonna get off Tuesday at 7 a.m. So yeah, I packed lunch, dinner, lots of snacks. I got my matcha tea, which I started drinking at the beginning of this rotation, which has actually been pretty good. But yeah, a lot of snacks in my white coat pocket. It's gonna be pretty rough staying up for 24 hours. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. I last had general surgery, was not able to vlog during them because the hours were super rough. I was just waking up like at 3:45 every morning. So yeah, just didn't pick up my camera. So I'm currently on lunch break. It is 1:36. Time is moving pretty fast. We rounded on the patients. It was a long list of patients. Then we did everything that was required on the floor. So like wound bags, you know, dressings, different things like that. I thought I was really about to throw up. The smell of this one room was awful. And I had to turn the patient, so pretty much I was holding him over and leaning into the wound. Yeah, my stomach was just turning. So I'm with another student from a different school, and so we're like taking turns either being on the floor or being in the trauma bay. So after lunch, he's gonna go to the trauma bay, and then I'll stay on the floor, and then probably overnight I'll be in the trauma bay. But so far so good. Got my snacks on me, got my water on me, haven't been too hungry. Eating lunch right now, and then I'm gonna head back up to the floor. Y'all, my resident is just the sweetest lady ever. She let me leave at 5:30. I didn't have to do the 24-hour shift, but that means I won't have tomorrow off. I have to come in tomorrow. Typically when you do the 24-hour shift, I would get off the next morning and have that full Tuesday off. So instead I'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. till about probably the same time, 4 or 5 o'clock. So I was trying to you know, outweigh which is better, doing the full 24 than having Tuesday off or doing 2 regular days. And I thought this would be better. Thursday is my next 24-hour call day. We do them every 3 days, but yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. That did not have this day the full time today, but time was just moving by so fast. We ended up getting called into the OR. It was a gunshot wound to the chest, so they opened up his abdomen, opened up his chest as well. We're in the OR for about 3 hours, and the surgery was successful. Pretty good. So I myself am not a big coffee drinker. I just can't get past the taste. I think I mentioned this before. I'm more of a tea drinker, and one of my friends recommended matcha tea, like to try to get that same energy but not, you know, the coffee. So I have been trying out matcha and I have enjoyed it thus far, and as you can see, it's super easy to make. Usually I make it in the morning, or if I get off like pretty late and I'm tired when I get home, I'll make one in the evening like how I did today. And yeah, by like this point in the day, like getting home around, it's like about 7 o'clock now, getting home around 6:30, then taking a shower and then getting ready to study, I'm just like, my energy levels are low. So this is it is pretty helpful. And it has like a ton of health benefits as well. I first tried matcha at Starbucks. That's the first one I got. Then after that, I got them from the Matcha Reserve. So if you guys are interested in trying out matcha, you can use my discount code Precious Matcha, and that'll get you 15% off. So since I haven't vlogged in a while, I guess I'll give you guys an update about how my surgery rotation is going. So I'm officially halfway through. It's an 8-week rotation. I did 2 weeks of ENT, which I did show you guys, and then I did 2 weeks of general surgery, which I just could not vlog through those 2 weeks. Like, the hours were kind of rough. You know, waking up at 3:45 every day. Most days rounds were at 6 o'clock, which means getting to the hospital probably around 5 o'clock, just so you have time to check up on your patients, you know, do the history, look up your chart, see if there's any changes overnight. And then every day we had to present. Of course, you present your patient on rounds. Sometimes that can add a level of like anxiety, you know, getting your presentation down packed, because our chief resident, yeah, when it came to like presentation, she wanted it to be like in a certain order, for you to say certain things, for you to ask, you know, certain questions. You know, everybody's kind of different about how they want certain things done. Thankfully I had a great intern. He was so helpful. Like, on the first day, he like gave me the rundown of how I should have my presentation. And so yeah, we pretty much do rounds in the morning. Rounds could last anywhere from like an hour to hour and a half, and then after that you meet up with your attending. My attending, thankfully I had such a good attending. He was like so cool, so laid back. He was a great teacher, and typically days ended like around, I would say 4 to 5 o'clock. So in total it was about like a 12-hour work day. Then come home, of course, rest for maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. 2 hours kind of pushing it, but rest for a little bit, and then start my studying for the day. I did not do as much studying as I wanted to during those 2 weeks of general surgery, because I was just so exhausted at the end of the day. You know, being done by 5 o'clock doesn't sound late, but when you're up at 3:45 and you're starting your day at 5 a.m., like, those are some long days. So, and then you constantly just have to be like on when you're at work. Like, you have to be on during rounds, you have to be ready to answer questions, be on with your attending. Thankfully my attending wasn't really the one to like do too much pimping, and pimping is just like continuously like asking you questions. Like, maybe during surgery they ask you specific questions regarding anatomy or regarding the procedure. My attending didn't do too much of that, so that was nice. And so now I am on trauma for 2 weeks, and the way trauma works, every 3 days you're on call for 24 hours. So today was my first day of call. I didn't end up doing the full 24 hours because my resident gave me the option of, you know, either doing the full 24 hours, which means I would have gotten off tomorrow at 7 a.m. or getting off or having a regular day. So I got in at 7, then I ended up getting off like around 5:30, and then tomorrow just come in for another regular day instead of having the full day off tomorrow. So I thought it would be better to just have 2 regular days instead of, you know, doing that full 24. But when I go back in for my second 24-hour shift, which is on Thursday, I will have to do the full 24. And pretty much, yeah, you just you stay in the trauma bay. You wait for some type of trauma case to come in. That's when the trauma team then comes in. They also assess, and then if need be, take them up to the OR and operate, which did happen today. It was a gunshot wound to the chest that came in today, so they had to do exploratory laparotomy, which means you just open up the abdomen and you look for, you know, any type of potential damage, pretty much. And then after that, actually a second gunshot wound to the thigh came in. They ended up just doing, I think, a x-ray or a CT. They didn't take him up to the OR. And after that, I was dismissed and I went home. So yeah, I think trauma is gonna be pretty good. Other than the full, you know, 24-hour thing, I don't think trauma is gonna be too bad. And then my final week is gonna be kind of, yeah, I'm gonna be back on general surgery. I'm gonna be doing colorectal. So back to the 3:45 a.m. days, and that's the week before our shelf exam. So, but yeah, this vlog just ended up being me talking the whole time. Of course, I can't take the camera into the hospital and be vlogging and stuff, so I just had to give you a recap of my day and a recap of the things that I have been getting up to on the surgery rotation. Maybe the next vlog will be like a day off or something different. I don't know, I'll have to see. But yeah, right now I'm just focused on doing the best I can in this surgery rotation, studying as hard as I can because the shelf exam is coming up very soon. So I'm pretty much gonna just wrap up the vlog and hit the books. So I just got done with my first 24-hour shift. It actually wasn't too bad. I was able to sleep for 2 hours between like 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. and right now it is 7:55 a.m. headed home to sleep. I'm actually not like super exhausted, but like around 1 a.m. that's when I got pretty tired. But yeah, wasn't too bad. First trauma shift is done.